sports, and it is called the assistant manager chip. And Tibbs needs an assistant manager because if he did, he would not have lost 34 points this game week if he just did nothing. Because doing something destroyed everything for Tibbs as Mo Salah's game got postponed by the cold. But someone who never destroyed by the cold and destroyed the cold is ice cold Palmer, as he got 2 goals and an assist. Christopher Wood put the final nail in my dreams of having a good season for Man United, while Arsenal drew a blank against Arsenal Lights. My name is Tibbs from the FPL Diamond Dogs with Sid from the FPL Diamond Dogs. Let's start the show.
Yo, okay, so I'm just gonna apologize to everybody. I don't really have a voice. It was hard for me to even do the whole bark thing. I'm not even gonna lie, but my voice finished me like the FPL game week finished me, bro.
Yo, guys, Sid, you know how at least you had O's. You had O's. But I laughed because you're like, hey, take out Mbemo. Whoa, he got an assist. Oh, let's not Captain Palmer. 2 goals
I
and
didn't
an
take out
assist.
Mbeumo. What are you talking about?
Tibbs took out
Yes,
Mbemo.
yes, yes. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Don't speak about me. Don't be listen here. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
Then all
Get
of a
your get
sudden,
my
Alexander
damn name
Isak,
out your
I'm
mouth.
around. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, you should be listening to AI. Like we sat there and like Sid and I were like, yo, bro, maybe we should listen to AI because AI 5 weeks ago said Isak was the O.
I
And we
but
were like,
I did listen to AI. I did bring in Isaac. So I don't know where you living, but I'm not living where you living right now. My house. It's made
you
out of
see,
cards, but it's still a house.
so that's why like the meme of 20 of December is being chill guy. And I realized that's the guy to be. There's time to do sit and do nothing. As soon as Sid decided he's gonna be chill guy, do nothing, not care about FPL, just live on his own. All of a sudden, Sid is flourishing. All of my proactiveness, all of my let's go, all of that is coming, it's coming to rest. So now I've decided to do what Sid does. And actually, this game week, you know what I'm going to do? Nothing.
Lies
But
and
I'm going,
deceit.
no,
Lies
no,
and
I'm being
deceit.
honest.
Lies and
Like,
deceit. Lies and
no, no, no,
deceit.
no. I am
Don't let
doing
him
nothing.
lie to you guys. Don't let him lie to you
No,
guys.
no, guys, no, 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 no,
Don't
no,
let
no.
him
See,
lie
see,
to you guys. Like, no,
no.
these people are good people. These people are good people. They deserve better. They deserve the best. Listen,
Yes. Hmm.
we out here trying to get a deal with Spotify for this podcast, and the only way we're gonna
Yeah.
get this is if we get this deal is if we treat the people like one of our own. So why are we lying to the people?
Okay. Okay. See, since he's trying to use money against me, he knows that's my kryptonite. So, so now what I am gonna say is the reason why I'm doing nothing is because I don't want to be chasing points. So now I have to now sit down and think. Figure out what is the best strategy, which to be honest, like we with this new chip, I'm probably gonna create like a Tibbs thoughts video to explain like the new chip, like how it all works. But basically, if you use this new chip correctly, you can really make a lot of you can make a high points gain of. So if you had Wolves, to be honest, they are 19th in the league. If Wolves ever play a team that is 14 and above and win, you get 10 points just for free. Bonus 10 points. That's 2 goals from a striker. And then if you win, you get 5 points. And then if you score goals, you get 1 point, clean sheet, 2 points. So over a 3 week game week span, you can get up to like 40 points above everyone else, which is gonna like catapult your team to greatness. And but the problem is it's costs money, and we don't even have money right now. So I don't know where if we all decide to do this.
What do you mean?
Of
What do
we
you mean
all
it
have in
costs? What do you
yeah
mean
yeah
it
yeah
costs
to
money?
buy a manager it costs money.
How much is the
Oh yeah,
manager?
they're a player. They're a player, Sid. So you have to buy this manager. That's an extra bit of. So you have to learn how to sufficient your funds. So the most expensive manager will be 2 million. I don't know the prices yet, and the cheapest manager will be. That's why it's cheaper to go for like a Wolves, like a cheaper teams thingy, and then the cheapest manager is about 0.5. So you still have to find funds. So that's why I'm still trying to figure out the correct strategy, and like the best way to use it. So once I come up with that, I will tell you. But that is why this new chip is gonna now make me great because now I get to analyze. Now I get to now that Wood has destroyed my hope in Man United, I'm stopped being delusional. So now I can be back to the Tibbs that you all fell in love with throughout this comeback season. Of now I don't care about football. Now it's only FPL. So I'm gonna come up with a strategy that's gonna take Tibbs
I
back
mean, I thought
to
you'd
the
get
promised
excited
land.
after United won last night.
No, Sid, that's Europa League. Like let's move on from there. The Europa League's not here. I'm still not excited about Man United. Like I've been destroyed. How do we lose Nottingham Forest? How do we? And we're playing City. City gonna ruin us. City gonna ruin it for me again. Like we're playing City this game week. I know how this is gonna go. I remember Balotelli, why always me? I'm like, yeah, why always me? Why does this always happen to me? So I am okay. I've accepted where we are, which is just a bang average, middle of the table team that's gonna bring me no excitement or joy or happiness. So that is what I'm gonna. So now I'm happy. Now I'm happy that I can focus on my true love,
Wait,
which is
wait,
FPL.
wait! Stop! Stop!
Yes. Yeah.
Like
No.
I started this podcast. We started this podcast, this episode, by saying we
Yes.
don't need to lie to the people.
Yes. No.
So
No. This is how I feel.
why have you just turned around and lied?
No. 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 Sid, in
You've
my
just
heart of
talked.
hearts,
You've
now.
just talked for like 2 minutes and you just lied. The amount of shit that just come out of your mouth for just
What?
no reason, just lies.
No, no, this is the truth. I'm
You guys
maybe
fired Dan Ashworth. You guys are like,
yes,
okay, let's go. We're gonna move like a real club. We actually gonna buy players. We're doing things. We go and win a Europa League game. We here, we here, we here. And then you're gonna say, oh no, we're gonna get smashed by Man City.
yes,
When the reality of the situation is, Man City's getting bent over by Juve. Is getting bent over by Wolves. Is getting bent over by X, Y, and Z every other week. And you're coming here and telling me no. Actually, you know what? United at home are gonna get bent over by the team that's been getting bent over. Their manager's busy out here taking pieces of his face off, and just because he's so stressed. There's players out there going, you know what? Actually, we guys, their whole thing, they're walking out onto the field and just going six, six, six,
yeah,
six, and I'm like,
and
okay,
stay
what?
humble.
And they're saying stay humble to people for no reason, but they're the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
sitting there going like, yo, bro, I don't actually know how I'm scoring a goal today.
No,
Like,
bro, I don't even know if we're
reality
gonna
is, I
make
don't.
top four.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. And you are just saying one. Do you know this manager's won 1 out of 10 games?
Yes,
Pep has won 1 out of 10 games, and you after telling
exactly.
me no, you know what? We're gonna lose this weekend. Ah, bruh,
Good. Like,
the
let's get
lies
to
and
our hind. When
deceits.
we get to our hindsight as foresight, you'll see. I'll explain. I'll explain how everything is going, Sid. That's the sad part of you think I'm joking here. I'm telling you the facts. I know my club. I'm telling you the facts. So
No, you don't
before
know
we
your
get on,
club because you don't realize that your club has got a derby. They're going to be trying to make Manchester red again because that's what you guys all care about. The reality, the situation is heard about the fact that Liverpool is about to equal your record for
whoa, whoa, whoa,
for for
whoa, 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 whoa.
trophies. Like
No, no,
it's
no, no, no,
fine. Like
no,
and you're just
no,
trying
no,
to
no.
it's like I'm gonna take an analogy from you. It's like when
Oh,
your girl when you like you've been dating this girl and she's like, ah, okay, and then she starts talking to she's like, oh, I've got a best friend. You're like, oh, I like your best friend. Then you realize that Alex wasn't a guy Alex. It wasn't a girl Alex. It's a guy Alex. Now suddenly, oh babe, why are you talking to her? Oh babe, why are you laughing? Oh babe, but before when you thought it was just Alex the girl, you were like, ha ha ha, funny joke, funny this. You know what? You're right. Now, why are you behaving like this?
no, no, because I'm the comedian. Why are you laughing at other old jokes? I don't understand. I'll be like, you can't be laughing at
But when
another
it was a
man's
girl,
joke.
you were fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. No, 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 no. You
Ah,
can't be laughing at another man's jokes when you're
no, no,
dating
no,
a
no, no,
whole
no, 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 no,
comedian.
no, no, no.
Ah, no, 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 no.
You
Your
are out
love
here.
there is reserved for me.
You,
That's
you, you are
can't be
being
lo- What
childish.
is another man? No, you cannot make my
You
girl
are
laugh as
being
another grown
childish.
man.
Nah,
As a
you're being
grown
childish.
man, you cannot make my other.
You are being childish.
And we
bruh.
are. Actually, speaking of that, that's funny enough. Like our off the pitch episode is being edited and should come out in the next like 10 days. So you guys, we can actually you can hear Sid be more childish and more analogies being great. But let's continue with FPL. So you know how this week starts. So if we go through our past game week and then the guy that comes second, and for the second week in a row, the same guy came second. So, Tibbs, can you please start us off this game week on how you did? Oh, sure, Sid. Thank you so much for letting me start off. All right, okay, let's start the show. So, as I said before, right, Sid and this new chill guy regime is out here flourishing for us. Sid sat there on this last podcast and said, Tibbs, I have no idea why you're taking out Mbuema. There is problems with your team, but getting rid of Mbuemo isn't a problem. Like not that he's doing great, but he shouldn't be the reason why you should be taking him out. Like there was so much you could have done. Should have listened because Mbuemo killed my team. So I got 45 points this game week. We were very unlucky because like 2 hours before the deadline, we found out that the Liverpool game was postponed due to inclement weather. And that meant that me bringing in Trent seemed like a poor decision now. So I got 45. Verbregen got 1 point, who's also a problem in my team. Gabriel got zero. Pedro Poro, 3 points. Let's go. Altnori finally did something for my team, got me 4 points. Saka as captain, which is probably the reason why red arrows were missed, got me 4 points. Palmer as my vice captain, who was my captain before last game week, and then if I did nothing, would still be my captain, got 18 points. Semenyo got two. Rogers, who I brought in for Mbuemo, got two. Christopher Wood, the only shining light in my team, got me 8 points. Pedro got two and Cunha got one, with Greaves and Vladimir getting zero on my bench. So if I captain Palmer and I kept Mbuemo, there's a 30 points swing that could have really happened with Palmer and Mbuemo. So even it really could have then saved my game week to not go to 30, get onto like a 75. Average points were 50. Then I'm even though life was happening, life happened. So realizing now that for the past two game weeks, I've been the problem to my team. It's not my team that's the problem. So that's why I want to do nothing this game week so I can really have two transfers and really figure out how am I gonna really attack those Christmas fixtures. So that's my analysis of this game week. Take us away, Sid.
That was a very wild analysis. But like, guys, welcome back to Sid's Thoughts. You are here with me today. I hope you're having fun, and let's get in. Let's really get into the nitty gritty of what just happened this week. So, I know we've changed our time slot, but don't worry, guys. We'll be back to the regular scheduled programming next game week. You'll see me being here first. Tibbs won't talk for the first like 5 to 10 minutes. It's just gonna be you and I again. Don't worry. So when we look at this team, you can see I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did sort of okay this game week, but why did I do sort of okay this game week? Mainly because I messed up on the fact that I brought in the wrong players. And that's because I went in way too early for Gomez and Mikalenko. So to replace, because I told you guys I have a whole defender problem. The bench, I don't have any playing defenders, and guess what? I still didn't have any playing defenders. So no, I lied. Actually, I had two playing defenders this game week, so it saved me a little bit. But yeah. So I had Fabianski with the 2 points, and then I had Ait Nuri with 4 points. Then Gabriel, lo and behold, another fat zero. So we might be looking at the story behind Gabriel this deadline this deadline stream this game week. If you want to hear more about what I think is about to happen. But yeah, if you are in the top 1 million FPL content creators and you have Gabriel, you should just sell him this game week. It's fine, guys. I'm gonna keep him. You sell him. But whereas yeah, Lewis also got me 4 point. I'm angry actually with Lewis, my guy, my guy Lewis. We mean you need to chat like personally, like you know what? Just message us on
How
YouTube.
does he score a goal and still get 4 points as a defender?
Exactly, exactly, Lewis. How did you manage to do that? Get a red card for what reason? Just be like, and no one's ever gonna be on your side. Understand this. You are not the protagonist. You are the villain in everybody's story for the season. Understand that. You might be the protagonist to me for my FPL team, but you are still the villain to my actual team. So when I saw the red card, I was like, yay! But then I was like, no, wait, like I need these points because you are just supposed to be getting like 8, and then you go get a red card. I'm like, I don't know what to do here, but okay. Uh, it was a very up and down story for me. Then in Mbuemo, my boy in Buems, my boy in Buems. I literally said last week before when we did the hindsight as foresight. I said, guys, I think Brentford have 4 goals in them this game week. I see a 4 goal situation this game week, and everybody laughed. I said minimum goal and assist by Mbuemo this game week. I just feel like it's in the air, and my boy over here, you know who he is? He laughed. He said, ha, you know what, Sid? I'm going with Mr. Rogers. Because you know what? Rogers will perform. Ha, what did Rogers do? What did Villa do this game week? 1-0 for once against Southampton. Ha. Anyways, so Mbemo was a nice shout to stay in, but I will preface this by saying maybe he's not gonna get these 13 point hauls every game week now going forward. Just understand, it's gonna be like a once in like 5 game week situation. So if you're not happy with that, move on. Um, then I had Cole Palmer, who was also my vice captain, and I stupidly was like, oh no, Saka will do the business because Arsenal, and they're gonna score goals for fun and da da da. That's a whole other heartbreak. It's like me and my first girlfriend.
Well, to be fair, Saka did score. Martinelli decided to be a toe offside
Yeah,
in our defense.
exactly. So imagine that energy I had for Rico Lewis, and I was like, yay, yay, Opposite now. I was like, yay, and I was like, wait, Martinelli, what are you doing? Also, Martinelli, you look dead, bruh. Maybe it's
Yo,
time.
bruh.
Like maybe it's time just to go back to Brazilian football, bro, because it's just not working for you in here anymore. You just look like
Yo,
you're dead. All you
this
look
whole
like
season, this whole season even, bruh.
he literally looks like Prime One Bissaka at this point, bro. Just run at a player and hope that the player moves. I don't know what to do. Maybe he Martinelli needs to go to Martinelli needs to go to Arsenal Light, because that's might be where he comes alive again, because that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
looks like when we played Fulham. Arsenal Light came alive again for no
yeah.
reason. So
Exactly.
maybe that's where he just needs to, Arteta, we can organize a deal. So Palmer got 18 points. Saka got 4 points. Yarmaluk, I don't know who this man is. I tried looking for him on the field. I was like, I don't actually know who the player is, but he got
Right,
me the two.
he came off the bench. He came off the bench. I
Okay,
remember.
but he still got me the 2 points. No, he didn't come off
Yeah.
the bench. He
Okay. Then
played
he
full.
started and got sub. No, so he
Yeah,
started and got.
yeah.
Yeah.
He played 60 minutes, and I was like, that's when I was. So let this man keep quiet. But reality of the situation is, I did some homework about. I was like, guys, I need a cheap player that gets me at least 2 points, because during this period, 2 points is gold. 2 points is great because I'm out here with defenders getting 0. So, hey, 2 points. I'll take the 2 points any day of the week. Except when it comes to the strikers, because we're moving to those now. João Pedro, my guy, what's going on? Like you were supposed to be the second coming of Danny Welbeck, and then now you just disappeared again. Like, is there something wrong? Look, I'm a doctor. You can talk to me. We can get along. We'll figure it out. We'll get together. I can give you some medication. You can do the right things, because I chose you over Chris Wood, and now you're just doing this to me, bruh. Then Cunha, oh, bruh, Cunha.
Another one.
Cunha. You and Martinelli are same. Friends. I don't know what's going on. Is Cunha Brazilian? Maybe. Who knows? Because this looks like that Brazilian side that lost 7-1, bro. At this point. And then Isak, my boy. I knew I trusted the right man at the right time for the right thing. Isak. Yes, I knew we can speak. We're good. We're good together. This is where we should be, you know? You like my cheap Harlan. You the real Harlan light. You know what I'm saying? You're the real Harlan light. Who's Hoyland? Hoyland only shows up in like Europa games. Isak,
Hey, he does,
man.
but in Europe, like his goal scoring in Europe is like mad. He's got like 9 goals in 11 games.
Yeah,
Like,
you know why? Do you know why it's mad? Because the man came from Europe and he was like, "Yeah, guys, I'm scoring goals in Europe, but I never said I was scoring goals in the Premier League. That's a whole
England,
different ball game." I know you
too
guys are
cold up
making
in
me
that
sound out
city.
to be, hey,
There's snow there. There's snow there, bro. Like it's too
exactly.
cold. I'm like,
He's like, "Yeah, this is why I'm hoiling light, bruh." Nah, Isak, I got you. I got you. People thought you were injured. You weren't gonna play. Things are gonna happen. Ha! Forget all you people. Callum Wilson, who? It's Isak for days. Yeah, and Isak got me 8 points. And then, surprise, surprise, my bench got 0.
damn.
Like,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
mean,
no,
every one of my bench was a part of the Liverpool Everton game. So yeah, fact 0. There was nothing coming
yeah.
on for me.
No, no. Well, no, yeah. As I said, well done. Sid. Like, I sort of you jumped on. Like, I'm happy I have Wood, but like, yeah, you jumped on to, you kept in Buemo. You jumped onto Isaac at the correct time. So yeah, congratulations. That's why I want to calm down on my transfers because you're right about the strikers. João Pedro and Cunha, they are under huge amounts of scrutiny, and I'm getting rid of one of them obviously for Isaac, and I'm going to. That's I want to give these guys a final shootout. I want to give them a final shootout, and for them to decide who actually wants to be a part of my team. So then yeah. So well done. So let's try to do our call up, trust, believe, and strike three. You're out. So call up is hey when a girl says hey, I saw you on Instagram. Do you want to go for a drink? And I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. So they're going to call me up. Trust is, you know what? I'm going to trust that this is going to be a great first date. So I'm like, I'm just going to trust that, you know what? This is going to work. Believe is when I'm on the first date and I'm like, you know what? I'm even going to order food. So I'm think that this date's going to go so great that I can order a meal, eat the meal, and still be entertained by this girl. Believe is when the check comes and she thinks and we believe that it's going to be a 50-50 split. Strike three, you're out, is when she looks at the bill, even though she asked you to come on this date and swipe for the whole thing. So you have to be gone. So clearly tips had a date this week. But then I check.
Tibbs
So
goes on a date every week.
okay, alrighty. I don't need any of this nonsense. So
So if
Sid,
any of you girls out here being like, "Hey, I'm dating Tibbs, but like I didn't see him last week," just know he goes on a date every week. Might not be with you, but it will be a date.
okay, cool. So Sid,
Just
who
some
are you?
advertising for FPL Diamond Dogs off the pitch. If you
Now
guys
you
want to
see,
see the reality of what Tibbs' dating lifestyle looks like, join us. We'll be live
I
in about 2 weeks.
I don't like how Sid is talking right now. We are here for FPL. Who are you calling up, Sid? This game week.
I want to call up. Hey, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. My call up is actually between two people,
Yeah.
either Vissa or Vardy.
Can I tell you? I'm on this body train. Root for this way. I'm around. I'm around for you. I'm not even gonna fight you. I think I might get rid of both João Pedro and Cunha. I'm not even lying. I'm not even.
Exactly. It's an easy straight swap between Vardy and Vissa for João Pedro and
Cunha,
Cunha.
yeah, yeah.
It's a
No, no.
quick straight swap. I'm vibing. It could happen. It could not happen, but I don't know.
Sid, I'm not angry. I'm not even mad. I am not mad at all.
Cause that man is scoring goals.
But
That man is showing Haaland like, listen, bro, you might have been doing this for 2 years. I've been doing this for 12. Come talk to
I've
me
been
when you.
around.
I've brought teams. I took teams from championship back up, down, and then up again.
Won the league
When
for
you have a
them.
CV like
I'm
me,
around.
come talk to me.
Said I'm not even mad. Where I like that is that those are two great call ups. That's why I want to rest because I wanna see what to do. That's why I'm also rolling my transfer. But my call up is something that you'd also actually hate, and his name is Enzo Fernandez.
You know what? Actually, I don't hate that. I'll be honest.
I, I'm being very
I
honest.
was very close to buying Enzo
Mm.
for instead of Yarmaluk buying Enzo.
Mm. Yeah, so Enzo, since like they've changed their formation a little bit, so they kind of play with like two number tens with Palmer and Enzo behind Jackson. So and then what's his name? Casado inverts as like a right fullback into the CDM position, and they play like three at the back. So like Enzo in the past 6 games has gotten 3 goals and 3 assists, and he's like 5 point something. Those are some
He's
like
five.
if you look
He's
oh five,
five
yeah.
million flat. Yeah,
5 flat. So that's Rogers' price. And for a 5 million midfielder in a really attacking team that scored the most goals in the league, playing as a number 10, um, at 5 million, I think that Enzo is the great budget midfielder and the budget midfielder with Chelsea's good fixtures, which is why we all bought in Palmer for this period. I think he's a great pick for your team. And had I just waited on Embuemo, I would probably this week be selling Embuemo for Fernandez. Um, so that's just a really
yo,
niche, nice
you love
little.
your Fernandez, eh? You need one at
You
least a
know,
season.
I need one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like Bruno's made me fall in love, and then I still believe in him, but not, like remember when I was saying you should bring in Bruno? Oh, the way that disappeared, the
To
way
be
that
fair
disappeared.
though, to be fair on your boy Bruno,
Yeah.
he is scoring points.
Oh yeah. He's just not worth the price. Yeah. Oh no. But like that's the thing of Bruno is fine. I just with how Amaron changes his team, like he on average he does 5 changes to the starting lineup every game,
Yeah,
every different game. So it's just I know that Bruno is the only person that's probably started every game. No, he's missed one game. Bruno's only
yeah,
missed one game under Amaron, but yeah. So Bruno is probably the best option, but I definitely think that yeah, Enzo is the guy you should call up, to
yeah,
be honest. So yeah, he's my call up. So because look at and judging by our call ups, you can tell we're trying to look for the best low budget options that are going to get constant 90 minutes over this Christmas period. Because as we saw with this Liverpool game, I don't think will be the only game that gets called off due to inclement weather at this period of time. So you do need a lot of good bench options, and these are really cheap bench options that will at least get you the 60 minutes, but are guaranteed starters for their team.
yeah.
Hmm.
You
So who are
need
you looking to trust in, Sid? Okay, I'll tell you who I'm trusting in.
no.
And I'm gonna trust in ice cold Palmer
Oh,
in such a way that he is gonna be my captain, I think, for this game week. That's how much I'm gonna trust Palmer. Where I did my obviously I was doing my research and I realized that Chelsea are the highest goal scorers in the league so far. So they have a very good fixture this game week. They're the highest goal scorers in the league. And Palmer, as you saw this game week, like there were two nonsense penalties, which were like not a penalty, like, but they were fouls that were penalties, but they weren't like really. It was just poor defending by Tottenham. But that's also what Palmer can bring to the occasion. Of he can get assists, and then if a team gives away a nonsense penalty, he can put it away. And I think Chelsea are on a really good goal scoring run. So you would want the playmaker to really come through and prosper. And I just think that Liverpool, until all of their defenders are back and fit, I just don't know if Liverpool. I think Liverpool focus a little bit too much at this current moment on just making sure they keep the clean sheet and keep it solid, rather than banging in a lot of goals.
Hmm.
So then that's why I think I'm going to go for Pullman. I'm going to trust in him so much that I think he might be captain this game week.
Okay. I'm gonna go trust in Saka
Okay, fair.
because it's an Everton game. I think the man's gonna pop off after a good week at Champions League.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw him.
Two goals
You
and an
guys are
assist.
vibing.
Two
Yeah,
goals and
yeah,
an assist in Champions League must translate to something in the Prem. Hopefully at some point.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna go trusted in Saka. I think he's got a good game. Yeah, there's stuff there. I don't know about
yeah, yeah.
captaincy option, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's my belief of soccer. Where I'm like, hey, you know what? It was a tough game. I went like my Robinson guy that I sold for Pedro Poro, which is looking like a fool's gold gambit at this point in time. He really
The
played a good
fact that
job
you
on.
sold, the fact that you sold Buemo before you sold Pedro Poro is wild.
Okay,
It is a
Sid,
wild situation. You're
okay,
more guaranteed points with Buemo than you are with Pedro Poro.
Sid, the decisions I make that don't make sense and only make sense to Tibbs, and it's still not making sense. So then that's why I'm doing nothing, Sid, because I realize that I've been detrimental to my team. So I'm just gonna do nothing until I find out a concrete plan to do something. So yes, that was poor decision making, but I agree. I believe in Saka because I do think that Robinson played a really good game. I think the fact that Fulham scored first from a counter where I don't know what Kivior was doing, and then as soon as Fulham scored, all Fulham did was, "Hey, bruh, break us the fuck down." And Arsenal just struggled to do that. I felt like if it stayed at the current way that it was going, Arsenal were running ragged over them because. And after they scored that one goal, they're like, "Yep, enough now," and then
Yeah,
they
they just
stopped
sat and
attacking.
parked the
Yeah,
bus.
they just stopped attacking. Where I'm like, "Yep, I dare you to score two goals. Let's go." So I think that that was just unlucky circumstances. That if
No, but I don't think it's unlucky. I think Arsenal should have been able to break that park the bus defense down.
And yeah, and also when they were before the goal, they were wasting chances.
Yeah.
Like that goal was a hope and a prayer. And then Kivior was like, "Don't worry, I never went to church today, so your prayers are gonna get answered." So yeah, so I believe in Saka. Of I just think that it was just an unlucky circumstances, and like you said, how well he did in the Champions League. I think that Saka is a guy that still deserves to be in your team.
Oh yeah, 100%. And
Mm.
then I think for sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think for my belief, I would go. You know what? I'm gonna believe in Cunha this week because Cunha,
Okay.
if you don't do what you need to do against Ipswich, hey, you're not in this team anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. No, no. So yeah, my strike three out. I'm actually looking at my boy João Pedro, where like he only even got 70 minutes this past game week. So now he's not even guaranteeing like because usually he was the 90-minute man of usually Evan Ferguson or Welbeck would be the striker that they take off early and then João Pedro goes up to play as a number nine. But then now you're not even being that guy anymore. And Brighton, I mean, yeah, Brighton just haven't been a consistent team and they are playing now against players that are like the good fixtures have passed them. Like after, like they still well not like past them, but like they're not really good fixtures coming up. Like
Oh,
it's
it's Crystal
Brentford.
Palace, West Ham, and Brentford.
Yeah, those are decent teams, right? You saw West Ham won. Brentford are out here scoring 4 goals, as you were telling
Yeah, but
us.
Brentford are like United, bro. You know what? they'll score 4 goals, but then they still won't win.
Yeah. So my thing is like with Sid said with the Visses around and the Vardis. I think my strike three out is looking like that, but it's probably going to be a Rogers because I don't think that he is the
Nah,
best five
no,
cheap cheap
no,
cheap
no,
asset.
no.
I'm being
Actually, you know
honest.
what? No, I can't. I can't sit here and take this. I can't sit here and listen to you.
Just because
No,
I'm refusing to say what you want me to say. That's why I
no, I
said I'm
can't sit here.
refusing.
I just can't sit here and listen to this bullshit. Like, if we were playing the card game bullshit, I'd be calling bullshit 10 times out of 10 at this scenario because, like I said, we're here for the people, and you are just out here giving the most childish advice in the world.
Okay.
Why are we saying Rogers out before people that are not performing? There are people on this in this world that are not performing. Let's go through your team. Let's go through a quick
Okay. Okay.
no, 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 not okay. You keep quiet for like 5 seconds because now I'm going through your team. I'm not even gonna let you talk to go through your team. Okay, so the man has Gabriel who might have an injury problem. So that might be one of the first people you need to remove because he might only be back after Christmas or in like early January or mid January. So, hey, that's a man you might need to get rid of. No, Pedro Poro is another man. Bruh, who are they playing against? They're playing Southampton, who just beat Man City. So anything can happen with this team against Spurs. Then they're playing Liverpool, where they're definitely not winning that. Actually, probably knowing Spurs, they're gonna win. So and then they're playing Forest. They're not winning against Forest. Let's be honest. Um, Man then has Ait Nouri, who half the time does not even get any points. Then the man has Semenyo, has Rogers, has João Pedro, and Cunha. There are one, two, three, four, 5 players before you get to your boy Rogers and Semenyo to fix. There are a
And
whole.
Verbregan. We even forgot about Verbregan.
Oh, there we go. Man even has a non-playing keeper. So like you got one, two, three, four, 5, 6 players to fix, but no, he's going after the one man that's at least guaranteed to play 90 minutes of football and could get points. No, he's choosing other people that are like, yeah, you know what, man is there's a whole defender that's not even playing. And he's like, you know what? You just stay in the team. You got money, stay in the team. It's fine. I'm just losing money on you. Guys, this is not how you play FPL. This is just not how you play FPL. Listen to me. Strike three, you're out. It's a real thing. This man's afraid of saying what he needs to say because he knows the moment he says it, he has to stick to it. And he just doesn't want to stick to it. He's actually being like, no, I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna play passive. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be Mr. Chill guy. He can't be chill guy. He can't be the chilled guy. That's the problem. He's actually trying to do the most. And from an outsider's perspective, okay, guys, I know you guys are listening to us, and you guys want to listen to us, and you want to like find some tweaks you can make to your own teams. I'm telling you right now, let's go. This is the thought process, and here we here me and the audience are here to teach you tips. This is the thought
I'm here.
process we need to go through. What is the likelihood of someone giving me points? So, first of all, how do we know someone will give you points? Do they play a game? Yes or no? If no, then why are they in your team? Then, how much do they cost? Are they worth the amount of money versus the amount of points that they get on average? You know what's so cool? The fantasy league FPL app actually shows you this. Shows you how many points they will get per 90. So you can say, oh, okay, if you're worth like 6 million and you're only getting like 2 points per 90, then you shouldn't really be here, should you? So let's go into Pedro Poro. Just a quick Pedro Poro analysis here. Um, Expected points per match 3.7. How much is this man worth? 5.6 million as a defender when you have cheaper defenders who are vibing. Ha! Who play 90 minutes, who can get you a clean sheet. This man is like, no, 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 you're not the problem. You're not the problem at all. You must stay. Okay. Then Cunha. Let's go for a quick Cunha shout. Let's go to the stats here for Cunha. Stats for Cunha. Again, guess what? Points per match, 5.3. he is worth 7.1 million. Does that justify 5.3 for 7.1 million? I don't know. We'd have to take a deeper dive. But that's your own endeavor. But that's more of a justification. Like 5 points every game for a 7.3 million player who's a striker. It's not bad, to be honest. That's a very consistent player. But yet we're still worried about We're still not worried about Pedro Poro. Yo,
So
bro.
yes,
Like,
thank you,
guys,
Sid.
don't let this
For
man lie to you. Don't let this man lie to you. Keep him
thank you,
honest.
Sid, for breaking down the honest truth. Uh, thank you. Giving me a lot to think. This is why I was saying I'm gonna do nothing and think. Like
No,
I was
you
just
can't
I'm
afford to
putting.
do nothing. Like points. Okay, Rogers, right? This man is complaining. Right, but bear in mind, this man is complaining about Rogers, right? Who's also 5.4 million, who has a higher expected points per game, which is 3.9. Bear in mind, we said 3.3 or something for Pedro Porro, but yet Rogers is the problem versus Porro being the problem.
That's why I've been thinking, Sid. These are all
There's no
things.
thinking. The stats are there. There's no thinking. There's no thinking needed. The stats are there. Everything is there, plain and clear. And people say we eye test merchants. Yes, we eye test. But then you must also look at the stats. Look at the numbers. When you're investing it, when you're taking your money and you're putting your money somewhere, you must know that the money is giving you money in XYZ time. Otherwise, you're not making any money. So same scenario here. This man is a qualified accountant. This man is a qualified accountant, and he's lying to you like this. He is lying to you like this. Ha! He like literally before we started the show, this man is sitting here and talking to me about asset management for literally 30 minutes. We had asset management talks for 30 minutes, and then he can't even do this. He can't even do this simple asset management with fake money. Ha! Ha.
Yo, Sid, man. I feel like we named this the attack on Pedro Poro. I feel like this is yeah. I feel I feel like asset management is what's needed, yeah. And that's why I was talking to you because you study like even though I studied this, you're an expert in the game. I'm just a you're a self-taught asset king. I'm just a general asset manager. And thank you for now, like, oh yeah, I was always going to, but like you said, of wow, I lied to people. Of if I say it, then when I don't do it, now you're gonna be like, oh, but tips, I thought he was distracted. And then I'm like, so because I don't wanna, like I said, book it in. I have commitment issues, like we've discussed on our podcast. I don't
That's
want to
another plug
commit
to
to
watch
this.
FPL Diamond Dogs off the pitch in 2 weeks. We will be live.
So yeah, you are right. That was a great analysis of my team, and that is the correct way to play FPL. And that's how I was playing before Tibbs got delusional. But now I'm trying to get rid of my delusions. So hopefully Man City will beat Man United so I can continue to get over being delusional about football, and then I can focus clearly on FPL. Which is speaking of, we are going to our thing of hindsight is foresight, where we can predict what is going to happen in this game week with for the results for the fixtures this game week, and we are going to have an absolute great time because the first game of the week is Arsenal versus Everton. Now, Sid, you guys are at home. You guys have to now. Like, I know we both picked Arsenal to win the league, and right now it's not looking very likely. But not anything can happen. I genuinely believe if Salah gets injured by Liverpool, then I don't know if Liverpool will have an attack to go for. If they get another injury to a defender, I think that anything can happen because you guys already lost Odegaard and now he's coming back and doing great for you. So I believe Arsenal are just going to carry on ticking along. And I don't think it's going to be like a massacre, but I definitely think it can be like a quick 2-0, a quick 2-0. Let's wrap it up, go home, you know, run of the mill Premier League game. So I think Arsenal will win 2-0.
I think,
Uh,
I
uh,
think
uh,
Arsenal will
uh,
be able to
to
score.
win 2-0. Yes, 2-0.
I think
Got you.
Arsenal will be able to score
Hmm.
I think I'm not even gonna make this. I'm not even gonna give Tibbs a satisfaction. Arsenal win 4-0.
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
Bookmark it. Bookmark it. Arsenal
Like,
win 4-0. If Arsenal don't win
yeah,
4-0, ha, you guys just saw what I've been saying to Tibbs. Best believe the amount of things I'm going to say after if Arsenal don't win this game. If first of all, if Arsenal don't win this game convincingly, so
yeah.
anything above 3 goals in this game, guys, wait till the next week because I'll be saying a lot about this team.
Yeah, yeah. No, then we good. Then we good. No, no, we better now. We better now. There we go. Finally, we've gotten this out of Sid's system. Alright. So now Liverpool are back against Fulham. Even though Fulham did draw against Arsenal, I think Liverpool they won 1-0 in the Champions League. They're at home. Salah at home is very good, and I just think it's going to be 3-1 to Liverpool.
I think it's a draw, 1-1.
Okay.
I think it's a draw, 1-1 to yeah, draw.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. All righty. So Sid might be onto something. Then we have Newcastle versus Leicester City. Now, here's my thing of like Leicester were going down in my mind. I had them not making it. But Ruud van Nistelrooy, I'm just Man United fans must be thinking. I'm like, wait, we had this motherfucker. I'm like, whoa, we were winning games with this motherfucker. This man was like undefeated for us. And then what we were like, nah, we don't need you Like Amaran Soap, I'm like, I don't need you anymore. I genuinely think that this is going to be a draw, but I think it's going to be like a high scoring draw where I think it's going to be like a 2-2 between Newcastle and Leicester. Because I think Rude has cracked the code of trying to get results, but his team is still his team. His team is still shit. Like he could only do so much. Where I don't think that they're gonna be clean sheet merchants. But like, yeah, I think he's gotten a tune out of Vardy. They still have Paston Daka as a backup striker. They've got some attacking midfielders that are coming through in something with a B. It's a long name, Benedict to something I can't remember how to say it. But they're putting they're working together to figure out results. Newcastle still with Isaac scoring are still gonna score because it's Isaac, but Newcastle still struggling with Art Botman in defense. So I think that it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
Okay. I think it's gonna be a 3-2 win to Leicester.
Okay.
I think, like you said, Van Nistelrooy has got the team clicking. They got them scoring goals. Newcastle's been doing well, but they still have problems. Like I think people have forgotten that they have problems, and like reality of the situation is, I think Leicester's on a good run of form, and Newcastle played a very hard game. Yeah, against Brentford, and Brentford won that. Like Brentford won that convincingly. I
Yeah.
don't think we you can look at Newcastle and be like, oh, they're that much better than what Leicester are doing right now.
Yeah. Okay. I get you. Now that actually makes a lot of sense. But now it's the game of you need to stay in my team. Cunha, Wolves versus Ipswich. Now, if you cannot at home do something against Ipswich, my guy, you are in trouble. So I don't even know if this is a result because I honestly think it's going to be 1-1. But because I have belief in you, Cunha, I'm going to make it 3-1 to Wolves.
I got 2-1 to Wolves. I don't like a draw. I don't think it's gonna happen because Ipswich are not. If it was at home, I'd be more likely to say it's a draw. But yeah, I just don't think Ipswich look very convincing away from home. And
Oh, no,
Wolves,
that's true. That's true. That's true. No,
yeah,
no, I
and Wolves
get
are
you.
playing good football. It's not. It's just yeah. I think there will be goals. I just think yeah, 2-1.
Okay. Then Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. I'm going a 1-1 draw. Yeah, Villa are just this season they're playing decent in the Champions League, where I think, which is funny, they have a higher rank in the Champions League than they do in the Premier League, where you're playing the whole of Europe and the best in Europe versus just the best in England.
But I think that
Um,
I think
yeah,
that's like a testament to a team having to compete in both leagues. Like a team that
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't built to compete for both leagues. Like the reality
Oh
of
yeah.
what's happening to them is that they've chosen one place and one place only. And since Unai Emery is a cup manager more, he
Other than a
loves
league
Europe and
manager.
perform. Yeah, yeah, he's more a cup manager than a league manager, and he loves performing in Europe. It's a clear. You can clearly see what he's prioritizing over
Mm.
uh, one over the other, and it would be a wild thing for them if they do end up winning Champions League. It'd be a very wild story for
Ah,
them.
100%.
So I
Yeah,
think
Chelsea did that. Yeah, Chelsea did that where they were like not in top four, but they won the Champions League. But yeah, no, you 100% right. Like you seen like what happened to Newcastle when they made the Champions League last season, and look where they are now. Like
yeah,
if you're just not built or equipped to deal with both competitions, it actually then becomes very detrimental to your
yeah.
team as a whole. So
So
he's
that's
not
why,
even trying to compete on both. He's like, this is where my
yeah,
money's at.
and that's
So
why I
that's
say that's why I say
yeah.
Nottingham Forest win this game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I say
That's
one nil win to Forest.
see, yeah. I just said 1-1 draw where I think I still think like they have something about them even if they're not gonna win. Like I don't think Villa. I think Nottingham Forest. I've been for my reason the surprise packages of this season.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Then we have Brighton versus Crystal Palace. So
Yo,
this is
Brighton,
also
Brighton.
yeah your time to shine. Your time to shine, Sid.
we need to talk here
Yeah,
because
yeah. Take us away, Sid.
reality of the situation is Crystal Palace are useless. They are
Yeah.
useless. They can't. I don't know how they did what they did against Man City, but like you guys must realize you need to be better and you
Yes.
have better options. You guys can win this game. So
Yes.
Brighton, don't come and talk to me if you haven't won this game. Forget yourselves.
Yeah.
Forget
Yeah.
that you
No, no.
exist even.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Like our next podcast, if you gonna come through, oh Tibbs is not even gonna. I'm actually gonna dedicate my rant to you guys. Like I usually do it when the top teams, and I keep it there because that's where the points are at. But you guys will actually anger me. So if you guys don't do right, just know that you are gonna be the bread and butter of my rant because we're sick and tired of this now. We put too much faith and do you believe in yourselves? That's what you have to ask. Not even do we believe in you. Do you even believe in yourself? All right. I fully agree, Sid.
Yeah, 100%. I think Brighton win this game. I put them down to win this game. So now comes
I,
my favorite fixture. Now comes my favorite fixture. The real fixture. Tibbs, why don't you take
yes.
this Man City Man United derby away?
Okay.
Talk to us. Because
Here's
this man's
my
about to lie to you, by the way.
no. I'm not. I'm not. I genuinely am not. So here's my conundrum, if you would. Okay, I'll say my honesty. Okay, cool. I was gonna try and lie to you. Honestly, the only way that I can see Man United not winning this game is if Onana has played like Onana's played in the past two games. Because Onana, these past two games, has genuinely thrown like he's played well this season, don't get me wrong. But I think with Amaran coming in and maybe asking him to do more than he's been doing previously under previous managers, he has cost United in these past few games. And the way Man United are structured right now is we can't make self-inflicted errors because we don't have like potent we don't have it we haven't figured out attacking potently correctly yet. So if Man United fail to if Man United don't give away stupid like errors, I think Man United could win this game 2-1.
Yeah, I think if Man United play how they played against us, Arsenal, they win this
Yeah.
game 1-0 to 1-0 2-1, somewhere around there. Because
Yeah.
we know Man City can't keep a clean sheet if their life
Yeah.
depended on it.
Oh,
So you
100%.
like you guys will score. I think you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
have the capability of scoring.
Mhm.
But if you defend like how you defended against Arsenal, games are up. 1-0,
Oh no,
even a
yeah,
1-0.
yeah. So we just need to stop making individual errors. if we cut out individual errors, because City aren't going to press with Holland. They're not going to press with Holland. So, like, at least you guys press like our defenders passing out from the back. City, Holland's not going to press. So, the midfield would like it's been barren. This whole this midfield has been barren this whole season, and like you said, they can't keep a clean sheet for their life.
Yeah,
I think Ament is gonna. I think Diallo is gonna really make. Enrico Lewis is now suspended from that game, so they have less defenders to worry about. So yeah, I wanted to lie, but I'm gonna say that this is rare that we are both going for a Man United win in a Manchester derby, which has kind of shown how far Pep has fallen. Where yeah, in November and December he's got one win,
yeah.
so they are in a club in disarray. So thank you, Sid, for stopping me from lying. I think I lied too much at the beginning of the podcast, so like I feel bad now. So we hear that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm here for you. Tips. So let's go on
So
to Southampton and Tottenham.
Southampton, Tottenham. I don't know.
I think
I
Tottenham win it. To be honest, I think
I no
Tottenham
no.
win it.
I honestly, I actually no. I'm actually no. I disagree. I think it's gonna be 2-1 to Southampton because Tottenham don't know how to score a goal. Like Solanke hasn't come right. Son doesn't look good. The only person that looks like they can do anything in this team is Kulusevski. So again, AI knows something as they because they drew 1-1 to Rangers this in the Conference League. So I honest no no not Conference League, Europa League. So I saw that game. Tottenham, their defense, Van der Ven and Romero got injured again. They brought them back too soon. Pedro Poro, as much as he's in my team, has been playing like crap. So I honestly think it's gonna be 2-1 to Southampton. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think okay. I can see what you're saying, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think
Okay.
Spurs is just a team I've realized this season you can't predict, and I think this is one of those games where you would predict a win because of where Southampton are, how they've been playing. You'd predict a win for Spurs. No, you'd predict a loss actually, considering how Southampton played against Villa and how they've done, and then I think Spurs will do the Spursy thing and just end up winning. They'll come
Yeah.
out and we'll say they can't score goals, and next thing they come out and score 4 goals.
I go like even though they're not there anymore, this is 3 point like this is 3 points for Southampton. I genuinely think that this is where Spurs sorry, they're just monkeys outside my house. I'm like I'm like these guys better these gonna learn today. But yeah, no, so I just think that Spurs need I don't see how unless Kulisevsky or Madison decide to come right. I just think that as a team, Southampton Spurs don't have a team and they don't have a defense. So yeah, I think that it's going to be a thing. And then Chelsea versus Brentford. Now here's where hey monkey, you bet. Why are you trying to get inside my house? You see me here. I don't understand. But I don't understand. I'm like, I understand if I'm not in the house, they're gonna try it, but they see me. So yeah, Chelsea versus Brentford. Um, Brentford has shown they can't keep a clean sheet, and Brentford away from home have actually a really poor record. So I actually think Chelsea at home is going to be 2-0 to Chelsea.
I think Brentford win.
Can't you can't think Brentford are going to win. You can't do this. Like if they're at home, like they actually scored the most goals in the league at home this season. So I think at home Brentford are good, but away from home, I just don't see it. I can't see it.
Brentford win. I think Brentford win 2-1.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not even basing this on anything. It's just how I feel. I'll be
Okay.
honest. I'm not bait. There's
Alrighty.
no really. There's something in my soul that's saying Brentford are gonna win 2-1.
Okay. Well, that's the same with me in this last result of West Ham versus Bournemouth. I said it last week where I was like, West Ham need to show they're playing for the manager because this is a must-win game. And what did Jared Bowen do? He's like, it's a goal and an assist, coach. I've got you. I believe in us. Obviously, Anthony, the striker, was in a terrible accident, and like he might be have to force to be retire for football. but they're playing for him now. Like they have goals to win. I still don't think West Ham are going to be fourth in the league like I predicted them to come. So that should show you how delusional I was at the start of the year. But I think that West Ham now are going to put together a decent run over this Christmas period where they will end up as a mid-table team like they probably should have been instead of a top four team like I predicted. And I think West Ham are going to win 2-1.
Okay, I agree with you. I for some, I think West Ham they've got more to play for at this
Yeah,
point
yeah,
than Bournemouth.
yeah. Yeah.
There's just more to play
Alrighty.
for, and that's all it is.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So wait, yeah. So what are your possible moves for the week and captaincy decisions for the week? Jason?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Yeah. So we're both doing nothing.
No,
Actually.
yeah, we're
Okay.
doing. Yeah, I'm gonna do nothing because don't have any transfers. I need to bank some transfers to make any moves I think I might need to make. So
Yeah.
this week is just gonna bank transfers. Captaincy options. We're looking at Salah, Saka, Palmer.
Hmm.
Outside shot to a Isak situation, but I don't think it's a good choice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is actually a pretty lame, a lame game week where, yeah, we knowing that it's coming close to Christmas time, so we're gonna need some transfers. So we are both doing nothing, and yeah, mine is between Salah and Palmer. Um, and I think I'm leaning slightly just because I'll do a little bit more research. But yeah, I think Palmer is expected to get the most points this game week from
Yeah.
what I remember. So yeah, I think that I'm gonna listen to stats now instead of my heart, which is how I got Saka over Palmer last week. So yeah, I am looking at probably Palmer, but yeah, I think between Salah and Palmer and doing nothing so we can bank transfers and also all the players that are under duress, they all have good fixtures this game week. So to get rid of them when they're probably going to play seems doesn't seem smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a simple game week. So yeah, that's all we have for today. I think yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to our regular scheduling programming next game week. We will obviously I'm at home now, as you see, and now Sid's on holiday. So I think now we are all just like figuring this out as we go. So thank you guys for like bearing with us. So you'll get back to regular programming next week. I will do some more research and hopefully definitely before Christmas, before the chip can get activated, I'm gonna do a Tim's thoughts on how to attack the new assistant manager chip that we've been given. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's all we have for our episode this week. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening. My name is Tibbs from the
And,
FPL Diamond Dogs.
and my name's Sid,
And remember, we're number one in the field.
and number one in your hearts.
Oh,